An Australian named Anthony Bayer was daily teased at school, all because of his excess weight. He was constantly bullied. I can't even remember everything, the guy says. I just couldn't walk down the hallway normally. There was always someone who shouted "Piggy" or "Fat man" from the other end of the hallway. At the same time, everyone in the hallway started laughing. It was awful. The guy couldn't get on well with the girls. Didn't work out. They were even ashamed to speak to him in case someone saw them. And once, there was an incident which he couldn't recover from for a long time. As a teenager, Anthony became addicted to fast food. Anthony would eat 2 hefty meatball sandwiches and wash it down with a large bottle of Coke for breakfast. For lunch, he ate KFC burgers and a pack of ice cream. Anthony dined on 2 large pizzas and another bottle of Coke. In just a day, the guy ran up about 10,000 calories, and his weight eventually reached a maximum of 157 kilograms. Overweight prevented the guy from communicating with people. The guy says that during his school years, he suffered from low self-esteem and bullying. High school was a difficult period for a guy like him. Children are cruel to those who look different, so I had a hard time. His relationship with girls suffered too. The most memorable incident greatly affected Anthony. I really liked one girl at school. She was very popular and all the guys thought that she was the most beautiful girl in the class. I thought she was pretty too. I must have been crazy, but once I dared, so I got up and went over to ask her to the school dance. I was finishing school then and I thought, why not? Of course I expected her to just reject me right away or laugh right in my face. Surprisingly, she agreed. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited that I bought a new suit, did my hair, and ordered a limo. I really wanted to impress her. I couldn't sleep all night before prom. I'd been preparing for that day for months and I couldn't believe she was going with me. On that exact day, I drove up to her house, got up, and called the doorbell. She opened the door, looked me in the eye, and said, "I'm sorry, but you're too fat to walk through that door." And then she slammed the door right in my face. Behind the closed door, the guy could hear her friends laughing. They must have been crawling on the floor from this prank, which they had probably planned from the very beginning. It broke Anthony's heart. He went back to the limo and cried his eyes out. Sitting in the back of the limo, after a while, he pulled himself together and thought, well, you have a suit, so you can still go to the prom. It was a mistake. When he arrived at the school and entered the hall, everyone started applauding and laughing. The whole school laughed and mocked me when they found out what happened and how I was humiliated by a girl. It was terrible. I don't want anyone to go through this. But that wasn't all. Poor nutrition also crippled the guy's health. In 2014, a doctor warned Anthony that with such a diet, he was at risk of diabetes, and it was failures in relationships and fear for health that motivated him to change. As the guy says, I didn't think that anyone would love me at all and I would be alone forever. At first, the guy refused fast food, and then having collected will in a fist, the 157-kilogram guy went to the gym. The taunts continued in the gym, but Anthony had no way back. Since then, the guy has lost as much as 60 kilograms and changed a hell of a lot. Now, the guy weighs 90 kilograms and boasts steel muscles, and a few months ago, the girl who laughed at him in school wrote him. She apologized for jokes and even asked him out on a date. School was over and time has put everything in their own place. He even agreed, and when they met in a restaurant, the guy left her after 20 minutes of communication. He just got up, apologized, and said he had to run. She was very surprised. You could see it in her face. Since then, Anthony's self-esteem has changed a lot. Now, the girls themselves pay attention to him, and Anthony happily shares photos from the before and after series. You should never give up. Everyone can completely change their lives. This guy with his force of will proved that it's possible to get all at once. Put your abusers in their place and lose weight. Give your thumbs up if you think so too. And don't forget to share this story with your friends.